Peace, y'all. This is a special morning message. I'm Chocolate Amun Ra. Ain't gonna be no music in the background. I want you to hear me clearly. I want you to concentrate on my words. And the reason why I want you to do that is because to understand what I'm about to say, you really gotta open up your mind. It ain't hard, it's simple, trust me. Don't let the fancy words, the garments and stuff like that get to you. You read your books, your third eye will open up. When you want to pay attention and to understand what's going on in reality, because reality, the minute you wake up, that's reality. But what's behind that? Before we get into, let's pay all due respects to the Creator, because without the Creator, we wouldn't be here. The sun rises. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Amun. First thing I want to say this here. They take away your identity. They took away your language. And they took away your culture. They took away your spirituality and transformed all that. Now, I know you're saying, well, I heard this before. No, you didn't hear this before. Because if you heard it before, it would have been a curiosity for you to wake up. It would have been a curiosity for you to say to yourself, let me do some research. Because if I do some research, I might just find something. I might find something that's going to go past my curiosity now into somewhat conscious belief. Right? Okay. Now, hell, heaven. Hell, heaven. Hold on to that. Heaven, hell. Now, most of us believe that if you die and you're doing bad, you're going to hell. Most of you believe if you do good and your heart is pure, you're going to heaven. Okay. All right. See, if you did your research, you're going to find heaven and hell is right here on earth. It's been told to you. I'm not the first, and I'm not going to be the last. But it's been told to you. It's been told to you heaven and hell is right here on earth. Oh, it's not? The strange thing is this here. In the Bible, Ecclesiastes chapter 3, 1 through 8, whatever is supposed to be in heaven, everything is here on earth. Right? So we use the scripture. Because see, the scripture also can diverse you if you don't understand scripture. So you tell me, on all the planets all the planets that's in space right now, only hell is here on this earth. And why we have to look up for heaven when heaven's supposed to be everywhere? Okay, all right. I'm gonna tell you something what you probably don't know, and if those who do know, you understand it. Why you think white people, not all, why you think white people are so determined to stay rich, to stay comfortable, to live in that abundant life? The word abundant means everything is perfect. It's great. You ain't got no troubles. That's heaven. Hell, you got troubles. Hell, you got more troubles than you wanted. Hell is when you're doing bad things. Your behavior is out of control. You're not focusing. Hell, death. Inhumane behavior. Inhumane things that people doing to you. Oh, that's right here in hell. That's right here on earth. So, get this clear. Get this clearly. If white, black, Chinese, I don't care what race you are, when they rich, when they born in royalty, right? They could never describe hell to you. They could never, because they don't know what that is. We call it, oh, you born with a gold spoon in your mouth. You born with a silver spoon in your mouth. Now, my brothers and sisters, gods and goddesses, kings and queens, that's their heaven. They didn't ask to be here on this planet, but they was born into it. They was born into this golden life, right? Now, if a rich person decides they want to go and start hanging out with poor people, per se, they want to hang out with poor people, and then they get a chance to see hell. They get a chance to see what they're going through. So now they think they want to have some kind of sympathy for you. Sympathy for what? So they think they should create these different events or these different places so you can have some kind of comfort. Really? Hell? War. They're gonna ask you to go to war and kill other people for democracy. They want to ask you to kill other people to take their resources, because that's basically what it's all about. Hell? You ever been at war? Hell, when you get into a fight, somebody punched you in your face, knocked you out unconscious, and you can't even get up. Hell? Hell, when you're in drugs and you can't stop taking them drugs and you out there living in the street, living in abandoned buildings and all kinds of things like that. I'm just giving you a little taste. Hell? When the police officer's beating your ass and you ain't did that. Now, that's a fine line between hell and heaven. You a good person. You a family man. You a family woman. And you taking care of your children and your family. And you wind up in a situation that the police beat you to death. Now, what you gonna ask yourself why you dying? Where you going, hell or heaven? Now, what do you say about a person who's done great things and then all of a sudden this type of behavior have now come upon them? Is this hell or heaven? See, hell and heaven is in your mind. They don't want you to know the real truth. Why you think white folks want to make sure that you don't never get nothing? Why white folks, when you sit there and you have some kind of program and they show you how another white person says, do you want to live like a black person on this planet here in America? And most of them raise their hand and say no. Matter of fact, they're all going to say no. You know why they're going to say no? They're going to say no because they don't want to live in the shoes that you live in. They don't matter if you rich or poor. They don't want that. They want privilege. If you was born in privilege and you know you can get access to things and it ain't difficult for you to get it, would you want to live in that life? You can't even catch a cab here in New York City. You raise your hand, they drive past you. Other melanated people drive past you because they think you a savage. They think you think that you're a beast. Because what the media had put out. Hell? Why do you think rich black folks don't? They're not sitting up there talking about, oh, I'm going back to the neighborhood and reconstruct it. I'm not going to build new buildings so they can have better quality of living. Do they do that? Huh? What rich white black person, what rich celebrity is going to come back to the neighborhood and reconstruct the neighborhood and build nice homes, cheap, affordable homes, and you can live real comfortable? You have one or two that did that, and the same fools that was living in the neighborhood, you know what they was doing? Oh, I'm going to rob him. Why? Because they in hell. They don't give a goddamn. I'm giving you small details. They in hell. So when you in hell, anything goes. Trust me. If you do your research, ask some of the slaves. Not ask some of the slaves, excuse me. Well, then again, maybe I'm not saying excuse me because we still slaves right now. But if you read some of your old documents and stuff like that, like, let me get this real quick. You read stuff like this here, the Willie Lynch letters, Making of a Slave. If you ever could read some of those books or some of the documents, imagine you a man with chains on your neck. Chains on your neck. And you gotta walk from one distance to another. And somebody's beating you behind. That's just the beginning. Food. Medical. A shelter over your head. Our brothers and sisters have to live like this. You got some brothers and sisters that live like that right now. Hell, do you know what you're talking about? You let religion, that's another part. That's a whole nother level. They sat there and told you you in hell, and the only way you can get out of hell unless you obey me. You obey me. They have told you that you have to obey me and you have to do right. You have to listen to the master the way you listen to God. Now, if the Creator is all living with love and love, why would he even say something like that? Why would the Creator sit there and say, listen to the slave master like you would listen to God? See, words don't make sense when you put them in certain places. This is in the Bible. You're supposed to listen to your slave master. So, you're supposed to listen to your slave master more than you listen to your own father and mother who birthed you? Your mother and father birthed you, and the slave master got more authority than you? Than the mother and the father? Who's in the slave? Who's in heaven now? Who's in hell? Think about this when I'm trying to tell you something. Think about this. The ancestors woke me up and it hit me here. I watched Khalid Muhammad, and he was basically saying the same thing. Listen, ancestors tell me to do a little research. I got to do what I got to do. Heaven and hell, that's here. Out of all the goddamn planets in this space, there's one planet, all things must happen. But then, when you die, you just shoot straight up to heaven. Listen, let me look at. Oh, there we go. But why is white folks is determined to not to let go? Because they know that they got to get that right now. Even the so-called Christian white folks who go to church, they ain't gonna sit there and sacrifice their life. You'll get some of them to feel kind of sorry for you and sit there and go, let's bring a black child in and raise him properly. Because something inside them is making them feel uncomfortable. Let's give him a better home. Pay attention to the words. Let's give him a better home. Let's do the righteous thing to do. Let's show them there's a better life. And thinking there ain't no other black people could do the same thing. Now don't get me wrong. I know a lot of black folks do not want to adopt black children. I'm not raising no evil people. Because the mind is messed up. Heaven and hell? You gotta ask yourself these questions. Why white folks only concentrate on money so much? Why on their money it tells you, in God we trust? Listen to me, brothers and sisters, guys and gals. Y'all so goddamn hard-headed. You want to know who their God is? Why you think people going crazy? God is here. In God we trust. It's this money they created. They created this money so it can overpower all the true resources on the planet. Gold, silver, platinum, radium, diamonds, rubies, all that used to be crystals. Why these things is not valuable, but this God we trust that they created. They created this with the White House. Come on. Heaven? See, this is their heaven. It always has been. When they figured it out and said to themselves, listen, we got to get all we can get. We can never let them have this planet again. Never. I'm not the first to say this, and I'm not going to be the last. Why do you think people go crazy for this? Why? Because to them, they know that's heaven. They need that to sustain their life. But you don't know. You don't need that shit if you went the natural way of life. Because if you go to some places in the bush, I mean that real bush. See, everybody ain't been. See, Africa, period, is paradise. So why did they show you the bush only? And then when they represent the bush, it's like, this is where it's poor at. bullshit. Bullshit. The bush is where those people have no problems. The bush don't deal with medical, don't deal with finance, don't deal with TV, don't deal with cell phones. It don't deal with people trying to take their money. They don't deal with none of that shit. They don't deal with religion. They don't do nothing. They live the natural way of life. The way it flows through all things. That's their heaven. They're always in heaven. They live abundantly. Here and around the world, so many places has been conquered by the white-faced devil. It ain't all. Because some of you mention white, you think you're talking about everybody. Because there's white people who know exactly what I'm talking about, who studies exactly things I study. Don't get it twisted, because they third eye open too. Don't get it twisted. These white folks will understand exactly what's going on. They will tell you. They will use the scriptures to tell you, we took your shit. Oh, did I use foul language? Because it's used in the proper content that I need it to be. White folks will tell you, we took it. And when they don't want to give it back, because they ain't going to give it back. Hell and heaven, you living in it right now. Some of you are so goddamn scared, you'll do anything. Somebody throw a little, I'll take care of you, or I'll do this. Them motherfuckers can't take care of you because they barely take care of themselves. You go against your own people because you don't know no better. You foolish. Your mind is made of mush. You don't want to read. You know a little bit of something. You read a little something, but you ain't prepared to turn. You don't want to turn to full strength. You marching and all that stuff. They've been marching for years. The master of all masters was Martin Luther King. He spoke to Malcolm X. You want to know what he said? If you do your research, you find out. I'm going to give you a little something. He said, you know what? I think this marching is not getting us nowhere. Because Malcolm X always said, any means necessary. Any means necessary. You gonna stand there with your video camera and watch me get my head rocked? They just posted up a brother, which he was hanging out with white folks. He was loving them. How the same white people he hang with, they call him friends. They drinking, they having a good time. He having sex with the white women. All he knows, when he go to Greece, and the security guards came and mess with him. He's the only black person. His friends watch him get stomped to death. Heaven? Hell. Well, he thought he was in heaven for a while, didn't he? And then hell came. His friends didn't help him. His white friends didn't help him. Who you playing with? This is Chocolate Amun Ra. Special edition in the morning. You can go on this one. Wake the fuck up!